this side. Welcome to the Language Challenge channel. Thank you for attending. We had some little bit connection problems because the webinar is supposed to be a few minutes ago, but anyway, if you are there on the other side, thank you for attending. And if you will be watching this later, also thank you for watching. And let's see. Please, it's really important for me also, please subscribe or like it or comment it, and or to send also to your friends or to family, anybody who may need help with starting and learning new language. That's the idea of Language Challenge, that we want to challenge ourselves, not only start to learn, but to really challenge ourselves to learn the new language. So with the challenge, we will pose on ourselves, we'll put on ourselves, on our shoulders, that we want to cope with the new language. The idea is that we will commit. Not only we will learn, like like a book, and we'll have a look on the book from time to time, and to see how is it going, if it's going good or bad. No, it's more like really commit that we want to, this time we want to succeed. This time we want to accomplish the target, to learn the communicative level. So today the title is how to sound more self-confident in the new language, although we just started to learn it. So that's the subject which was very close to my heart when I moved to Germany, first Austria and then to Germany about 7 years ago. Where idea was that I wanted to start to learn and to work in the big companies using my language learning skill. I didn't speak any German that time. I didn't learn any German that time, so I was thinking the English would be enough. I'm now in Warsaw, in capital city of Poland. I'm where I was working as a manager, sales manager in the big company, using Polish and English language was the main language in the company. So I was thinking this work will work the same. Well, it works the same in a lot of companies, only it's not on all of them, and the native language is sometimes the must have to really get to the position in the first place. Secondly, I mean, English can be really useful there, but knowing the native language will still accelerate and make you available for more positions. And my idea at that time was that I have a knowledge, manager position knowledge, planning, budgeting, sales skills, I have them, only I need to translate them to language, or anything I have in my head which was positioned there in Polish or in English language, I need to change them for the new language. In this case was German. So I wanted to sound self-confident, that I have a knowledge. So anyway, so that's why also I started to think in that time, all right, I'm going to attend the webinar here, the interviews. I'm going to attend interviews with the serious people in serious companies where they want to involve with the new person who have a knowledge, and they want to give this person responsibility to lead something, to create something. So that time I was thinking, then I have to be really like I was previously in the big company. I have to behave like this, and not showing that not knowing German language, not knowing the foreign language isn't any problem at all. So anything I knew was still in my head, and I didn't need the new not knowing the language for current moment, for this moment, doesn't mean that I will not learn it. And the second, that I'm not going to use my knowledge anyway, we will be in English or also in new language, in German in my case. So I wanted to think, I was thinking, okay, how should I sound more professional, more self confident. And I reminded myself, how was it in the big company? So I remember that actually I was thinking that, all right, to actually be recognized and also to be respected in the big company, I had to treat myself respectfully and, for example, be serious. I'm usually quite funny person, or I usually like to make some jokes or speaking. I think I can also connect few things together very quickly and then create it from this kind of joke. And I still do, but I remember that some people are laughing, some people are don't. And it's not like because I'm laughing from somebody, no, I wouldn't do it. More like it doesn't fit to the, sometimes the situation, the big companies. So I think, okay, I have to be serious. So for me it was that I don't have to make too much jokes, not in the earliest, not in the beginning at least. But I was thinking, other thing was, when I was remember how was I presenting new plans, new budget, new marketing plan, sales plan, activation plan to the CEO, to the directors, board of directors, I remember it was also with straightforward communication and short sentences. And short sentences is actually the key, because the communication is easier when you use the short sentences. And that's the point number one I want to place also now. Look, in the beginning we are learning only few words. You are learning every day. Is it 5 new words you learn in your language challenge every day? Is it 10 maybe? Maybe it's 20 like I do every day for my language challenge in French now. But it's still like a handful of words. And with this you can create the sentences which are made from 3 words, 4 words, 5 words. That's really what you need. You don't need to create the longer sentences. And my point is this: when you are creating shorter sentences with few words, it's easier to create them. It's much easier not to involve in this complicated grammar structure. And when you are not involved in them, you will not make mistakes. You can have mistakes, you can make mistakes, that's all right. Somebody would know immediately that you are learning the language, but you're making the effort, and this is normally 90% of time is really appreciated, that you are making the effort. But speaking with shorter sentences, with few words, makes you look like self-confident, straightforward talking person. So that's what I wanted to say. That's like a simple construction, simple words can give you more than the most complicated sentences. So that was, I think, the clear communication, which can give you visually, like you sound like self-confident, will also boost your self-confidence that you can communicate, although you're just starting. So that was point number one. And another was, when you are speaking slower, it's also sound more that you are reasonable, that you are speaking the more serious. Whatever you want to say, people want to listen, not to babble or talk too much gibberish. It's better to say short sentences clearly and slowly. About pausing, when you want to pause in some languages, you use like or or and so then I wouldn't do it too much. If you want to make a pause, it's better to speak slower than to make a pause. That's the first one. And if you want to sound self-confident, better to avoid or e. Don't worry, you will not get rid of this from the first moment. Yes, it takes time, it takes work, it takes a little bit sacrifice to move from this, but away from this. But you should remember to pay attention to this, to remove it. Another thing which helped me also to sound more confident, so I made myself a list of, first 5 and then another 5 and another 5 of the shortest sentences which I'm going to use in all of the sentences. So non-sentence situations. So that was sentences which sounds like this. For example, I have the list next to me. So let me think, or what I mean is, or the point is, or in other words, or one moment. Look, this kind of sentences you can use every time in the situation. Or another one, I'm here too. What I need is, my main question is, the problem is, so let's this kind of short sentences, beginning of the sentences, it's as you wish, can help you to sound more self-confident, and this did work for me. So I encourage you to pay attention to this and to write the short sentences for yourself also, and to train them. When they will be in English, I can say them again. In English, I just give you ready. When they will be in French or in German, here you go, you have them ready. So let me think in English. In German would be like lass uns denken. Lass mich denken. What I mean is, was ich meine ist. Or in Spanish, ¿qué quiero decir? Was meine ich? The point ist, ein Punkt ist, or in Spanish, yeah. But then all of them you can, you have also your style maybe of speaking, but so you can also write for yourself another 3, 5 just typical for you, as long as you will translate them in the new sentence, you will feel yourself more self-confident, because you are using the type of words, the type of sentences which you are get used to use normally. So I hope it helps you. I hope it can also boost your self-confidence. So these are little tricks which I actually never met. I never see them on the courses. So I think it's very useful. It was useful to me a lot. Also in Spanish, when I was learning Spanish, I also was adding them. So in the middle of conversation, when I lost something, I was adding them just to give me another 2 seconds of thinking, because they comes naturally. With other words, I just have them also next to me. So it's like, what do you call it? What do we call it? What was it? Or in Spanish, ¿cómo se dice? ¿Cómo se llama? ¿Qué puedo decir? So those short sentences, like templates, will add another meat to your conversation, and also gives you this extra 2 seconds to think, and boost your self-confidence, because you can keep the conversation. That was very useful to me, and if it's useful to you, please subscribe to the channel, please like it, please share it. That means a lot to me, because I know that this knowledge can be very useful for somebody. By the way, I would really appreciate if you would share this video with your friends, with your colleagues, with your family, somebody who is also struggling with learning the new language and need this kind of challenge, where with this kind of challenge can also learn faster. And the challenge means commit. So I hope this knowledge is useful, and we can meet also every week. Or please share the video, and I welcome you also to the next week. On the same channel will be webinar in different subject, like every week, and also you can see other videos. So thank you very much for attending, and I see you next week or also in another videos. All right, take care and